Birds are some of the most incredible travelers in the world. Every year, millions of them fly thousands of kilometers from one place to another. This long journey is called migration. Birds migrate to find food, better weather, and safe places to raise their young. One of the most amazing things about migration is how birds know where to go and how to get there. Even tiny birds can fly across oceans and mountains to reach the same place year after year. This ability is called navigation, and scientists have been studying it for many years. Birds use many tools to help them navigate. One important way they find their way is by looking at the sun. During the day, birds can use the position of the sun in the sky to tell direction. Just like people used to use the sun to tell time or direction, birds use it as a natural compass. They can tell if they are flying north, south, east, or west by seeing where the sun is. Even when the sun moves across the sky, birds can adjust because they seem to have an internal clock that helps them know what time it is. At night, birds use the stars to guide them. Many birds migrate during the night because it is cooler and safer. The stars form patterns in the sky called constellations. Birds can recognize these patterns and use them like a map. For example, some birds in the northern parts of the world use the North Star to keep flying in the right direction. Young birds learn these star patterns from the sky when they are in the nest or before they take their first long trip. This shows that birds are very observant and can remember things they see in nature. Another helpful tool birds use is the Earth's magnetic field. The Earth acts like a big magnet with a magnetic field stretching from the North Pole to the South Pole. Birds have a special ability to sense this field. It's as if they have a built-in compass inside their bodies. Some scientists believe that birds have special cells in their beaks or eyes that help them feel the direction of the magnetic field. This sense is especially useful when the sun is hidden behind clouds or at night when stars are not visible. It helps birds keep flying in the right direction even when they can't see anything. In addition to the sun, stars, and Earth's magnetic field, birds also use landmarks. A landmark is anything in the environment that stands out, like a mountain, river, or coastline. Birds that fly during the day can look at the land below them and recognize places they have seen before. Some birds follow rivers or mountain ranges for many kilometers. Others fly along coastlines or across large valleys. These natural features help them stay on the correct path. This way of navigating is similar to how people use roads, signs, or GPS to find their way. Birds also use their sense of smell to help them navigate, though not all birds rely on it. Some birds, especially those that fly over oceans or forests, can smell certain things in the air that tell them where they are. For example, seabirds called petrels and albatrosses have a very strong sense of smell. They can use it to find their nests or food even from far away. Some scientists think that birds can smell the difference between different air masses, or even recognize the smell of their home area. Another interesting thing is that birds remember the journey. Birds that migrate learn from experience. The first time a young bird migrates, it often follows older birds or uses instincts passed down from its parents. Over time, the bird learns the route better and better. It remembers where to stop for food or rest and what dangers to avoid. This memory is very important, especially for birds that return to the same place every year. Social learning also plays a part in bird migration. Many birds travel in groups or flocks. By flying together, they can help each other stay on track. Experienced birds in the group may lead the way. Young birds can learn from watching the older ones. Flying in groups also helps protect birds from predators and bad weather. Weather and wind also affect how birds navigate. Birds can feel changes in the air pressure and temperature. They often wait for good weather and the right wind direction before starting their journey. Wind can help them fly faster and use less energy. Some birds fly high in the sky to catch strong tailwinds that push them forward. Others stay low to avoid headwinds that slow them down. Birds seem to know when and where to find the best flying conditions. Sometimes, birds get lost or blown off course, especially during storms. But many birds can correct their path and get back on track. This shows how flexible and smart they are when it comes to finding their way. Even when they face problems, birds can use all their tools to gather sun, stars, landmarks, smell, and magnetic fields to return to the right route. Technology has helped scientists learn more about bird navigation. By putting tiny tracking devices on birds, researchers can follow their journey from space. These devices have shown us that some birds fly nonstop for days without rest. For example, the bar-tailed godwit can fly over 11,000 kilometers from Alaska to New Zealand without stopping. It is amazing how these birds can find their way across open ocean with no landmarks at all. Scientists are still discovering new things about bird navigation. They are studying bird brains to learn how birds remember their routes and how their magnetic sense works. Some researchers even think that certain molecules in bird eyes let them see the magnetic field as a pattern of light. This idea is still being studied, but it shows how complex and fascinating bird navigation really is. Bird migration is not just a beautiful part of nature, it is also very important. Birds help spread seeds, control insects, and support ecosystems in different parts of the world. Understanding how birds navigate helps scientists protect these birds, especially as the world changes due to climate change and habitat loss. If birds lose their resting spots or food sources, their long journeys can become more dangerous. That's why protecting bird habitats is so important for their survival. So we can say that birds navigate during migration using many smart methods. They look at the sun and stars, feel the Earth's magnetic field, follow landmarks, use their sense of smell, remember past journeys, and learn from each other. Their amazing abilities allow them to fly across continents, oceans, and deserts to reach the same place every year. Even though they face many challenges, birds continue to amaze us with their skills and determination. Watching a flock of birds fly overhead during migration is not just a beautiful sight. It is a reminder of how powerful and mysterious nature can be.